I'm Anna-Roisin, and today I'm going to be reading an extract of a story for you from my published collection, Cliffhangers. I wanted to do these read-throughs as a way for you to get a taste of the book and really enjoy listening to some of the stories that are in here. First story I want to read to you is Shades, which was nominated for the Wicked Young Writer Awards 18 to 25 category of 2017. I hope you enjoy. Stepping out into the rain is a shock after the cloying heat of the cafe. I duck my head down and trudge onto the open sidewalk, remembering too late the man hanging from the lamppost, and managing to walk into his feet. I duck instinctively, and leap sideways, attracting odd looks from the people brave enough to venture into this weather. All but one. He catches my eye and nods at me. Another shadowed. Like me, he can see the shades, which also means he probably knows exactly who I am and where I'm going. I nod back, then turn away, moving swiftly to the traffic lights. I want to get away from him. My family is renowned, not confined to the fact that my father is the only current shadowed whose ability can send the shades away. Though the majority of the population can't see them, everyone knows they exist, supposedly. It's only in recent years that people have started to question their reality at all, started to label the few shadowed as insane instead of protectors. A lot of the shadowed aren't concerned about it, but for some of us, for me, being labelled insane and locked away is the worst thing imaginable. For me, it's important to hide. But then again, hiding is an easy thing for me to do, in my family. Where my father is powerful, my mother is his exact opposite. She's a normal, unable to see the shades or even sense them. Yet she draws them like a magnet and can use them to her will. My brothers, Lucas and Salem, got the genetic mix of power. Lucas lives on the line between the planes. Our world and the shade world are both physical to him. By his 18th birthday, living on the fringe was already driving him mad. My father crafted him a necklace, one embodied with Dad's power, which reflected the shade world. Now Lucas sees nothing. Salem, on the other hand, is like Mother. He can't see or sense the shades, but he can see. The future, the past and the present are a book Salem can read at will. By the time he was 8, he was already reporting to the kin on councils of war. I, on the other hand, can just see and sense the shades. I am, for lack of a better word, normal. The little man at the street crossing turns a perky shade of green, indicating my time to cross. The road's slick from the rain, and I have to turn my body slightly to avoid the wind knocking me flat. I watch the asphalt and my feet rather than the other side as I rush across. There's a sickening feeling as my foot smacks into and through the dead girl's face. Her eyes are pits, her skin the deep grey of a shade, and yet I still feel the crunch of her skull and the pop of her eyes as my foot passes through her. I freeze. My stomach twists. A scream caught sharp in my throat. I can't tear my eyes away from hers. I wonder if she can see me stomping through her face, if she feels it as I do. The car slams into me. My body twists. Somehow, above everything else, I hear the sucking sound of my foot coming out of the girl's head and the pop of her skull bouncing back. I see the sky, grey, cold and uncaring, as my body is thrown over the roof. I see the street and people rushing towards me through the rain. I see the white lines of the road suddenly very close. I feel the smack of my body hitting the ground, the wrongness of me. Can see my arm twisted behind me, feel the burst of panic as I realise I'm facing my back. My head entirely the wrong way around. The world is blurring, slipping. I hold on, Just one more second. Just long enough to see a woman in armour marching towards me. She's head to toe coated in steel, her eyes a shocking shade of violet, flashing behind a grated visor. A sword, nearly her whole length and as broad as my arm, hanging from her left hand. "Welcome to the war, recruit," she says, right before hitting me in my mangled face with the hilt of her sword. So that was Shades, which I wrote this year. If you want more stories like this, please subscribe and hit that little notification bell so you don't miss the next one. Or better yet, treat yourself to a copy of Cliffhangers. Link in the description below, and if you're a Kindle Unlimited reader, you can get it for free for a short period of time. Thanks again for watching, and I really hope you enjoyed it.